What's up YouTube? It's the one and only Billy J, and it's once again Wednesdays here on the Fab 5 collab. This week it's travel week, so grab your passports and let's get ready to see the world. As you already know, I served in the Air Force for 6.5 years, and I had the opportunity and blessing to have lived around the world. I have lived in 5 countries and 1 U.S. territory in the past 12 years. On top of living in those places, I have also stepped foot on every continent with the exception of South America and Antarctica. When I was in England and about to get out of the Air Force, I decided to go on my own amazing race. And my amazing race would span 6 countries, 3 continents, almost 16,000 miles in 30 days. I traveled to Egypt, Italy, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and India. I used a great travel agency website called STA Travel. I'll leave the link down below. It is a wonderful travel agency. They have pre-planned packages of adventures to whatever countries, and they also have a build-it-your-own, and then that's what I did. It wasn't expensive, especially since I was 24 at the time, and they have all these discounts for people 25 and under. You get what's called a student discount, and you also get this wonderful card called the ISIC, which is the International Student Identification Card. And you don't even have to be a student at a school. And you get all these amazing discounts at all these attractions that you want to see. And my trip wasn't all that expensive. I probably spent only about $2,500 total for all 30 days, including all the places that I stayed at. I mostly stayed at hostels, which are totally awesome. I love the hostels. You get to meet great people, and I mean, they're just wonderful places. Since being here in Kuwait, I've also done some more traveling. I've been to Dubai, to Jordan, to Australia, and to France, and back to the US numerous times. I go back to the US about twice a year. I personally love traveling. I love seeing and doing new things other than the mundane, day in and day out, daily routine that we put ourselves through. Even before coming out here in Kuwait, I lived back home for around 9 months, and I traveled even when I was home. I went to Las Vegas and Montana, and in Montana I went to the national parks, which are totally awesome if you're an outdoors person. I went to Glacier National Park, Grand Teton, and Yellowstone, and Mount Rushmore in South Dakota, I think it is. But it was absolutely beautiful out there. The great outdoors, just amazing. Even after all those adventures that I've been through, there's still more of the world that I want to see. My next trip that I'm planning will more than likely be Singapore. I want to go back because the last time I was in Singapore, I only spent about 24 hours in the country, and I didn't get to see a lot because I was exhausted from traveling, because I was mostly through my trip. By the time I got to Singapore, I was about 20 days into my 30-day trip, and I was exhausted from traveling everywhere, and I didn't do much in Singapore other than I went to the mall and did some shopping, and also I went to the movies, and then the next day I went to the airport early in the morning. So I didn't get to do a lot in Singapore and see a lot there, so I want to go back. I also want to go to Kenya and Africa because I want to eventually climb Mount Kilimanjaro while it still has snow on top. Because due to global warming, there's no telling how long the snow will last on top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Also, I want to go on a safari like out in the Serengeti to see the wild African animals actually out in the wild instead of in cages or exhibits at the zoos. And finally, I want to go to a country called Croatia, and I want to go see these. So where do you want to go? Leave a comment down below of places that you want to go around the world. Also, feel free to add me on Facebook, the link will be down below, where you can see the pictures of all my adventures around the world. Where you can see where I was younger, where I actually had hair, and I was a lot skinnier. So remember, peace, love, unity, respect. Peace out, guys.